Good morning, good morning. Welcome, everyone. Were you getting ready to check your email, or
no? I put a new cover on my phone and it's rippling. So
good morning, everyone.
Distracted.
Happy Wednesday.
Long time no see. Come on in here. Let's get to it.
What we're gonna do, we're gonna give you a little heads up what to expect from today's episode.
Yeah.
Just trying something new. I don't think we ever tell you what you're
in for.
We surprise you along the way. We thought, you know what? Let's tell people. You're gonna hear. Well, let me look at my notes.
Well, I was gonna say we surprise each other along the way too.
There's still surprises.
What are we doing today?
It turns out, in Wildlife Watch, I'm going to share a little bit of footage and a story about a wildlife interaction between my dogs and something from the forest. So more on that. And Sin, I'll give you a little teaser. Why don't you tease your what is that?
I'm doing current events.
That's
today.
right. That's
I'm going
right.
to tell you a little bit about what's happening in the neighborhood and what's happening in the village this weekend. Some exciting stuff to look forward to.
I haven't heard them yet, so I'm excited.
Oh. And also have some footage of some local decorations that are not to be believed as we get closer and closer to
that's
Halloween.
That brings us to our morning chit chat. That's actually, hello everyone. Settle in. We've got a little bit of English breakfast tea this morning and new teacup. There's a
courtesy of Dan. Thank you, Dan.
And Jeeves, the dishwasher, who's running with our mugs in the dishwasher right now. Thank you, Dan. Little sip of tea. All right. Bitter. Bitter, even with half a cup of sugar.
I was going to say, there's a lot of sugar in that.
So on the subject of Halloween decorations,
okay.
I was going to say, we were walking around the zoo and we saw what we thought was a very elaborate, is that what you're going to show the pictures for?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm referring to?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it, or do you?
That's current events.
Is that part? Oh, well, okay. For my chit chat,
we could do it now, and then current events can just be. I've got a couple things for current events. So that's...
No, I was just going to say because drop pictures here. These are the decorations that we kind of grew up with. Very silly, sort of, fun. I went to our local grocery store here on the mountain to see what decorations we could gather for the cabin, and this is what we came up with.
Can I just interject very quickly? The reason,
just pause for a second because the picture's being dropped right there. Terrifying. It's terrifying decorations because it's more about a hostage situation. Is that what that looks like? A little bit of a hostage situation?
But it can almost be a security system, because I wonder if you put these up in your window, if people would just skip over your house and be like, someone's already been there.
I'm gonna guess you're gonna get a lot of 911 calls, because this looks more like literally you're keeping people against their will. I'm not sure how that became Halloween. It looks so upsetting to me.
Well, it feels like the generation that's buying decorations right now has been desensitized to the point, and I blame video games and social media, where
you always take it to a heavy place.
It's just my thoughts, Allison. I'm sorry if they're heavy.
Lighthearted, that's how we describe ourselves.
emceeing. So if you notice that I'm not featured a lot in this episode, it's not because I wasn't talking, it's because Allison didn't agree with me.
It's probably true, but make sure, very important, that we don't laugh at the ends of our sentences because it makes it difficult.
I was laughing like a dog pees on himself when he's on the couch because I was afraid you were going to get upset.
No, they can't hear you. I can understand twin language, but they heard dog pee on the couch.
There is a meme of a poor little dog belly.
No, don't. That's very upsetting to me, actually. That really upsets me, and whoever filmed that needs to be someone in a white space trying to get out. Let's continue. What were you going to say?
I looked up conversation starters for deep conversation.
Oh no.
And I thought these were hysterical because some of them are so I don't understand how these are the springboard for deep conversations, but we'll just try a couple.
Can I guess? Is it things like, what's your favorite color and why?
It's things like,
if you could have an ice cream, what kind of ice cream, what flavor? I'll clip this. We won't make you wait through all this. This is going to be clipped.
All right. Well, I mean, now that I look at them, I must have been looking at the wrong category and thought they were all deep conversation. I must have been looking at like the funny ones.
Are they pretty deep?
I mean, I guess so. Do you have any regrets? I mean, I guess I could get into a deep conversation, but what if your answer is no? Do you know what I'm saying? That's not a deep. But anyway, so I have a very We can't talk anymore. We're not Here's our main note to each other. Don't talk anymore. Don't tell stories. Enjoy the talk show. Okay, here we go.
Here it is.
I've got a new question for you. I'm doing funny conversation stars. The deep ones were too deep. So, if you worked in a circus, what would your job be?
I would definitely be the MC, the one that's running around with the little red vest and dancing with everybody. And this is the greatest show.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that.
Cue the clowns. I would not have any animals in my circus.
Yeah, a lot of circuses are getting rid of their animal acts.
I hope so.
Yeah,
I hope so.
A lot of circuses are getting rid of
Sin, let me ask you a fun question.
Allison, here's your reminder. Ladies, time to wrap up.
Haven't even
Alexa,
stopped the chat yet. We're still chatting.
We're still
We're still catching up.
Sin,
Haven't seen each other since this morning because Allison was
do you want question A or question B?
B. Thank you,
Alexa,
Alexa,
stop, please. Thank you.
Silly.
Sin, what is your hidden talent? A hidden
A
talent
hidden
that
talent.
not even I know
I
about.
don't have a hidden talent. All my talents are. I can
Sid.
make teddy bears speak on command when I use the word talent.
I'll take it. I like that one.
Talent. It doesn't work all the time.
He has a strong will, and we applaud that.
Yeah.
Alexa, what's the weather on Wednesday? Today.
On Wednesday, October 4th, there will be lots of sun, with a high of 64 degrees Fahrenheit and a low of 30 degrees.
It's getting warmer.
I want to give a shout out to Miss Andrea for this today's weather.
Yes.
She asked us to make sure we include the weather and let the world know what our audience wants to know. What's the weather on the mountain? And it
Cold.
is chilly. It is freezing. It's very cold.
And we lost power this morning. So when there's no power, there's also no heat.
Well, we did get an alert that they said they were working on the power lines from 6 a.m. until 6 p.m.
Ooh.
So,
Wow. See, Dad? Dad says I always look so much bigger than Allison. And in real life, we're the same size, if you can believe it. But Allison, you keep shrinking back behind.
I noticed you're shrinking back, so I'm just trying to make sure.
I was literally just resting against the back of my chair.
Yeah. All right. Excellent. So now we're on to words of the day.
Words of the day.
Words of the day. Words of the day.
Today's words of the day are from C.S. Lewis.
Oh.
And his quote is, "You can make anything by writing." And I thought, since we have gone back to writing, might as well
we
really...
we never went too far from writing, I have to say, during this month. But we did put it on the back burner a little bit with the strikes and put this on the front burner. And now we just have to do a little juggling act, don't we? A little bit of a... But Sin, that's beautiful.
Well, I didn't say it. C.S. Lewis did. But it's... I found it. So... I remember so clearly when I discovered writing screenplays in high school. I would stay up till like 1, 2 a.m. just writing dialogues that I was so shy. Very, 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 very shy. I remember just writing all these dialogues, and I felt like it gave me the outlet to say all the things I wished I could have said. Like,
Well, Sin was like a young John Hughes. Your scripts were very...
were?
Yeah. No,
Were?
the ones you wrote in high school, obviously the
Yeah.
ones today, but the ones in high school had that John Hughes vibe. And I remember the story. I'm going to tell it for you here, just because I really want to share this one.
Oh,
You
no.
I can always, if you tell me to take it out, I will. But when you were backstage,
Nope.
and like, yeah,
Not
I'm going to
do it. Not going to do it.
and
No,
this guy, I won't say who, came up to you, but it might have been someone who you had a little bit of a crush on at the time, and he said something like, "How are you feeling? Are you nervous or something?" And you're like,
without saying the line, I just said one of the lines I had written down on the thing, and he was like, "Sorry, wait, what?"
"No,
What?
I'm going to say the line because that's the funny part." Sin said, "As long as you catch me, promise you'll catch my head if I fall." And Sin thought I was like a pithy little, like just make sure my head doesn't hit the
In
ground.
the context of the script I was writing, it was one of the lines I was workshopping that I thought was so cinematic within the context of the script.
But let me just say, Sin, so here's this guy, and he's like, "Hey, how you feeling tonight?" And Sin's like, "Just promise you'll catch my head before it hits the ground." And he's like, "Wait, what? Are you okay? What? Are you okay?" Like, he got so worried,
It
right?
was very awkward. It was very it was probably the last words I ever said to him, to be honest.
You're like, no, I'm not gonna. Are you gonna faint?
I was like,
Hey, get the director. Like,
I wish I had fainted. That would have made more sense to what I was.
I will also say that one of Cinnamon's hidden talents is, going back to that, in our yearbook, because we were so shy and quiet in high school, you would never expect this. Shy and quiet in high school, Cinnamon wrote as her caption for her senior picture, best wishes to all my
See you at the reunion.
see the reunion. I'll be the one in the red sequin dress and the stilettos.
I said I'll be the one in the red sequin mini dress and spike heels.
And everyone commented on that. That became
It's
iconic.
because I was the last person in the world who would wear a red sequin mini dress and spike heels.
You did have to go
sure enough, at the reunion, didn't go to the reunion.
You have to go and you have to wear you have to, so that's hysterical. All right, moving on to Wildlife Watch.
Okay,
Wildlife
Allison's got
Watch.
some Wildlife Watch.
So I was doing my little sit spot facing the forest with my hot chocolate, and I noticed that Honey and Max both got super agitated. They saw something. Honey fled, like ran away the way I would run away.
Flight or fight? She chose flight.
She ran away so quickly.
If she had wings.
Max came and positioned himself in front of me, like stood over me. Like you can see he lifts himself, like he's standing literally over me. And I turned my camera onto the forest to see what were they seeing, and you can see the ears of a coyote had just come into the yard. Super stealth, and now
He was not intimidated by Max?
moments later, both dogs got together and started barking. I didn't capture that. They both did get a little bit, I think when the coyote ran away, then they were like, oh, now I'm brave. And they both like charged the fence. Next up, we have current events.
Current events, if you like your raisins, you'll like current events, and Max
All right,
loves
Max,
raisins.
he harmonized, and that was a beautiful thing.
Oh,
There is
there are coyotes. We
There
just
has-
got the ring alert. Let's
All
see.
right,
Let's
all
see what's happening in real time. This is what we get like several times each
Oh, that's
night.
ice cold now.
Look at that. That is happening in real time.
Yep.
Well, a couple of them are walking around. A couple of them are walking around the backyard, and that's why Max is flipping out. So current events, this week we have a couple things going on for the weekend,
On the
including the Little Village is doing a concert series, and this weekend, country music, they're trying to hit different genres, and so this weekend, the genre is country music. This is Cumberland Gap, which is a country band. They'll be performing in the Village, and this weekend, 4:30 to 5:30 there will be free line dancing
In the
classes
village?
in the Village, so that you can learn the steps before the band takes the stage. And I love line dancing. We do that when we go to the cruise ships.
When we do
don't
the
we?
cruises, we always do the line
Always do
dancing.
the
I
line-
will be joining.
Gotta love a good line
that.
dance because it's always so
I will
much fun.
We were very synchronized. I think that'll probably shock you.
We're A ah
To the right,
A
to the left.
ah
Dip down.
oh oh. So we're ready. We're ready for those line dancing classes. So that's this weekend, and that's free, obviously. The whole concert series and the line dancing classes, all of it.
We will bring
Free.
you along.
And they said there's going to be a bunch of activities and things going on, probably for the little kitties and stuff. So they're really trying to make it a big event. Also, October 7th through 8th, so this weekend at the Performing Arts Center, which is also our town hall, is the Big Bear Yoga Festival.
What?
We're going to have to hit that up. We're going to have to go to the yoga festival, and then we're going to have to go do some line dancing. It's going to feel like we're on a cruise ship between the yoga and the line dancing.
I know this might surprise you, but when we do yoga, we are super synchronized.
and-
Tree pose.
Oh!
Bring it down to a warrior.
Ah! Okay, so that's it for current events.
My show and tell is about the dogs and wildlife.
You just-
Didn't I just do that?
That was what you
Wow. What's happening? Hope you enjoy your Wednesday. Go ahead.
Enjoy the rest of your week. We'll see you on Friday for Fun Friday games.
Oh, we got some
and
surprises.
A special guest.
Love you, love bug.
Love bug. Go outside and touch some grass, everybody. In the meantime,
Do unto others.
as you would
Should I
have-
just have one word? Just give me one word. Tell me which one I can say. You. Do unto others as you would have them.
do unto you. We'll see you on Friday.
Time to arm wrestle.